Some places aren't meant to be found, not because they're hidden, but because they don't exist all the time. And if that sounds confusing, that's exactly how the people who encountered this place felt. Right. Before they vanished. Tonight's story begins with a train. A normal passenger train. The kind that runs on schedule, carries commuters, and passes through the same stations every single night. Except for one stop. A stop that doesn't appear on any map. A stop no one can buy a ticket to. And a stop the train isn't supposed to make. Yet every night, at exactly 12:47 a.m., it does. The first reports came from late-night commuters. People too tired to question what they were seeing. They described the same thing. The train slowing down unexpectedly. The lights inside flickering once. And outside the window, a platform where there shouldn't be one. Dimly lit. Empty. Silent. No signs. No announcements. Just a single clock mounted on a post, frozen at the same time every night. 12:47. At first, most passengers assumed it was a maintenance stop. Something temporary. Something they didn't need to think about. But then came the announcements. Or rather, the lack of them. No conductor ever acknowledged the stop. No automated voice explained the delay. The doors didn't open fully, just enough to allow people to step off if they wanted to. And some people did. Those who remained on board described an overwhelming sense of pressure the moment the train stopped. A heaviness in the air, feeling of being watched, not from the platform, but from beyond it. As if the darkness behind the station was deeper than it should be. As if it led somewhere else entirely. The station itself looked unfinished. Concrete platforms cracked with age. Rusted railings. Old signage with letters worn away, leaving behind words that couldn't quite be read. And yet, the station appeared clean. No trash, no graffiti, no signs of life, almost preserved like it was waiting. One night, a college student filmed the stop on her phone. The footage shows the train slowing, the platform coming into view, and then something strange. As the train fully stopped, her camera glitched. Just for a moment. When the image returned, there were people standing on the platform, dozens of them, all facing the train, all perfectly still. When she looked again with her own eyes, the platform was empty. She never posted the video. She sent it to a friend instead, asking if he saw the same thing she did. He replied with one message. "Why are they smiling?" She stopped responding after that. Railway authorities denied everything. According to official records, there was no station between those two stops. No history of one ever being built. No reason for the train to slow down. Engineers checked the tracks. Nothing unusual. Conductors were questioned. None of them recalled stopping there. But passengers kept reporting it. What made the situation worse was the pattern. The same train. The same time. The same station. And the same outcome. Anyone who stepped onto that platform was never seen again. No missing persons reports mentioned a station. No CCTV footage captured them leaving. It was as if they simply exited reality. One former conductor, who later quit without explanation, finally broke his silence years later. He claimed that the train didn't stop on its own. That something outside the train signaled it. Not with lights, not with sound, but with presence. He said the controls would lock briefly. The brakes would engage. And no matter how hard he tried, the train would not move. Until exactly 3 minutes had passed. 3 minutes, that's how long the doors remained partially open. He also claimed that if you listened closely, during those 3 minutes, you could hear something beneath the usual sounds of the train. Not footsteps, not voices, but something rhythmic, like breathing, coming from under the platform. Passengers who stayed on board described another detail. Every time someone stepped off the train, the station lights grew slightly brighter, as if the place was being powered, fed, and when the doors closed and the train pulled away, the platform looked more complete than before. New benches, cleaner walls, more structure like it was being built piece by piece. Years passed, reports continued, online forums began tracking the phenomenon. They compared notes, times, routes, dates. one chilling realization emerged. The station wasn't random. It appeared only on nights when someone on board was already thinking about leaving. People running away. People lost. People who felt like they didn't belong anywhere anymore, as if the station was listening. One man, a night shift worker, claimed he heard his name whispered just before the stop. Not over the speakers. Not from another passenger. From the window. When he looked outside, he saw the platform sign. Clearly for the first time, it didn't have a name. Just a single word scratched deep into the metal. Here. He stayed on the train. Barely. Another witness wasn't so lucky. A woman traveling alone after an argument with her family stepped off willingly. According to the passenger, sitting across from her, she stood up suddenly, calm and focused, like she'd made a decision long ago. When asked where she was going, she smiled and said, "This is my stop." The moment her foot touched the platform, the lights flickered violently. The doors slammed shut, and the train lurched forward. She didn't turn back, she didn't wave, she just walked toward the darkness behind the station. The platform clock ticked once, 12:48, and then reset to 12:47. To this day, the train still runs. The stop still happens. Authorities still deny it, and the station still isn't on any map. But railway workers have noticed something else. Something deeply unsettling. The train is getting heavier. Fuel consumption is increasing. Braking distance is changing. As if the train is carrying more than just passengers. As if something is coming with it every night, even when no one steps off. So if you ever find yourself on a late-night train, and it slows down somewhere it shouldn't, and you see a platform waiting in the darkness, don't listen to the silence. Don't trust the familiarity. And whatever you do, don't get off. Because some stations aren't destinations. They're endings. If this story unsettled you, that's exactly why it matters. Subscribe to Unseen Pulse TV, where we uncover the places that aren't meant to be found. And comment below if that train stopped for you. Would you stay on board, or would you step into the dark? Choose carefully. Some stops only happen once.